Alright, what's poppin', people? We're back. And today, I'm gonna be using this interesting, balance build that Hoenn confirmed, pasted, in our console chat, because it has a SABLEYE. And usually, you only see SABLEYE on stall teams. But, this is a just normal, like I said, normal balance build, sub Dragalge, so Valley Ground, nice Stealth Rock Stack Taka, default Grotomo, just some nice stuff. But before we actually get into it, I actually want to go over to this little YouTube comments page and give a nice little shout out to Vegeta, because this I got a super thanks, and I think it's the first ever super thanks I've gotten, which is kind of cool. Like I said, this video is being recorded on Tuesday. We have something else that will have gone out on Tuesday, so a little bit delayed on this one, but I wanted to make sure I still gave him the shout out. Of course, never feel inclined to send one my way, but hey, I appreciate it if you do. But let's get into this now. I think this is gonna be a nice little recording. Use some nice little SABLEYE, and hopefully this Pokemon does something. And of course, as per usual, if you have been enjoying the content, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. At the time of recording, we're almost at 2,000. Maybe we'll hit it, maybe we won't. Before this video goes out, of course. But hey, even if we have it, then still subscribe, man. Come on. Anyhow, first team again. This looks like Webs. I feel like I faced this. Hey, get back here. But I feel like I faced this dude when I last played. Anyhow, this is one of the freest Dragalge leads ever. My opponent may or may not come back. It's hard to say. We're just still gonna do what we always would do in this kind of matchup. You see the Galvantula, it's pretty safe to assume that our opponent would want to lead with it, get Sticky Web up immediately so that their wall breakers can safely, wall break. And I think this is just our best line. Now I will say something about this team that I'm noticing. Inteleon. Why do I not have checks? Like, this team is really slow, is just an immediate issue I noticed with it, right? It's not Scarf Rotom, and that in and of itself introduces a huge issue. Just faster Pokemon have a super easy time dealing with our team. Our opponent actually does reconnect. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna make this choice Scarf. I think that it needs to be Scarf here. This team is too slow without it. They're gonna Volt Switch. Hopefully they don't Volt Switch into the Cincino. Come on, man. No one goes Exploud there! And the problem is it has Boom Burst. That goes through my substitute. That did nothing, but he got Throat Spray. I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. He's gonna Focus Blast me, isn't he? Wait, he Fire Blasted me instead. Hold up. Wait a minute. Yo, that did so little. I'm playing with fire if I stay in here. Extra sensory! Yo, he tried to make the biggest prediction of my life. Man, I'm going Stack Attacka. Lame? What do you mean lame? You brought Sticky Web! Get on about. That did nothing. This isn't gonna do any damage. What? Yeah, come on, man. This is an Exploud. I got burned. Which, kind of annoying. I do have Sylveon still. So it's not like it's the end of the world. But we will have to make sure we play it carefully now. So I'm gonna go for Toxic here. What in the hell am I facing? Okay. So this mod does have some decent physical moves. I'm assuming he's gonna try to go for Liquidation here. That did way too much damage, guys. That actually is offensive. And I'm going to spam Recover so that at the very least, he does not just end the game there. I'm gonna go Dragalge now. And we're gonna actually just Sludge Bomb immediately this time. If he Volt Switches out into Cincino, I want to actually get damage there. And I think there's a chance he does. Yes! Yes, okay, that's good. Now the problem is we lost our Sableye. That mon actually did wall this. But they're using a Sludge Bomb again as I know he's gonna Volt. We're gonna sack the Stacka. And thankfully he was Life Orbed. So that ends up being really good for me. I think there's a chance this is like some sort of offensive Diancie. I am going to go for a Gyro Ball versus that anyway, as he goes for an Earth Power. I just think about like my lines here. I think Ground Valley and multi-attack is pretty safe. He can go Delmise the next turn, that's fine. It's actually like pretty good for me that I'm itemless this game. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Could I just Swords Dance actually? Yeah, I feel like I can. You're not killing me. Yeah. And we get our Jigalji out. And we Sludge Bomb again. So he goes for Thunder. I'll be real, every time I've been hit by a Thunder by a Galvantula, it's paralyzed me, so this is kind of a shocking development. We're gonna stay in just Sludge Bomb. Yeah, do a decent amount of damage. He does get the defense boost, but should be able to just go Rotom here and Leaf Storm. This Pokemon's a little annoying. I'm gonna go into my Sylveon here because I don't need it. Now we're gonna go into this. This is very losable, by the way. I think we actually might lose. But we are immune to that. We are still immune to that. I think we actually should be able to just KO this stuff, right? How much did U-turn do? 21? Okay. Multi-attack's actually stronger. I think we're safe. Nice. Alright, awesome. So we do avoid losing to the Sticky Web. Now we are Scarf Rotom, which, like I mentioned, actually last game, we would have lost. So, I'll take it. You know what? For that game, it was actually better for me to be itemless, so... Maybe he was onto something. Maybe we'll start realizing that by making my Rotom on this team Choice Scarf, I'm actually trolling. And yeah, I'm gonna pause this while we wait to get one. So, we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. And our opponent has, a lot going on with their team. I'm gonna lead Rotom, because I see this Mon, and every time I've led against this Mon, it's always Sash. It's just too easy, man. They're always this! Stop! I don't allow it! I will always trick you, friend. I will always give you my Scarf. You can stay locked into Stealth Rock, now I'm a defog. Now there is the chance my opponent spams Stealth Rock forever, but they do not. And we also get to defog away their terrain immediately, which is pretty nice. I should get a hard stack attack here. The Mystical Fire, it does actually 0. And this is a very free Toxic for me. Never mind, it's actually not a free Toxic at all, we miss. I'm gonna go for a knock here. Let me get rid of this thing's boots. That miss is kind of unfortunate. Be real, that miss is kind of unfortunate. I would've liked this thing poisoned, but it's not a huge deal. It would just mean that my Sylveon gets to, like, sit in front of it and disregard everything about it. I think here we still go Stacka, as he actually Gleams for some reason. I don't think Gleam's ever the play you go for, frankly, but it's okay. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm just always switching with that guy. I don't think... Okay, so if he's Wisp Teleport, I think I could stay in Toxic here, but I also don't see much reason to, so I'm gonna go Dragalge. And I'm actually gonna sub. Now, I do know, again, Wisp is kind of annoying, because it means my health will be consistently chipped down, right? But I'm also not too worried about that. Okay, that's just excellent. He will break my sub here, but I just 1v1 this mon now. I was thinking about subbing again, but no, let's keep our Jigalge high on health. As you're gonna go in DD. Let's make this play. Unfortunately, my opponent is smart. But unfortunately for my opponent, I have Stack Attacka. And we do get a nice little poison on that. I'm Sash Rotom, so we could actually switch it into his Golurk and become Poltergeist immune still. Nice. So now we're immune to his Poltergeist. Actually, I'm a Volt Switch here. No chance you stay in, right? That's choice banded Golurk. I don't think I get brought down to Sash otherwise. Yeah. So we're gonna be able to pivot there. I'm just gonna go into Dragalge here. And I'm gonna go for a nice little substitute. I like sub here. Because this one can do nothing to me. Yeah. The best you can do is like go Golurk now, and that's not a winning play. And this Pokemon now faints when it switches into Stealth Rock, so that's really cool. He goes to Aerodactyl, I'm staying into Sludge Bomb. I think he probably... Oh, he actually goes for Rock Blast. Huh. I mean, I'll just do this in a U-turn, you know? Not a whole lot he can do here. But yeah, I mean, you can do that. That's fine. Now I go Dragalge. I'll force one of you two in, I guess. It doesn't really matter what I go here. He goes into this. I'm gonna go Rotom. Actually, I'm gonna go Sableye. As he goes for Poltergeist. So we can now go into this, and we can spam Volt Switch. Again, pretty certain that he is banded. Okay, that's fine. I just have to keep Rotom around to make sure this Pokemon can't ever use Poltergeist. Or Earthquake. He's gonna go in this. I don't care. I'll go Stack Attacka here. You could bring Golurk back with a Healing Wish potentially, but I'm okay with that. I don't think that wins you the game. And this is a very free Gyro Ball. It will, I think... It might actually OHKO this mod if he goes to it. Definitely KOing you. Hello? Get on about. Big stack is here, and yeah, now I just Gyro Ball spam to win the game. Yeah, I just Gyro Ball spam. There's nothing you could KO me with here. Yeah, that's not KOing me. I am a Stack Attacker with a defense boost, my guy. Nice. Nice defensive Stack Attacker, just cleaning up late. You love to see it. Alright, like, as per usual, I'm gonna pause. We'll get another one. Be right back. Alright, and we're back, and we're facing... Yo, didn't I face this guy in a recent live? When it was during the, ladder tour? I think I did. This actually might just be another ladder tour account. But, anyhow, Trick Room. This is always kind of annoying to go up against. And the sad thing about Sableye here is he's got Sirfetch'd as his fighting type. Okay, so they like to lead Uxie. I can actually always lead Rotom this game and just trick immediately. That's always fine for me. Because I don't value this mon, right? I'm gonna trick again. Okay, let's trick forever. Yeah, stop that. Now I have more power points than you. You've been trolled. Cool. Can you stop? Stop that. Now the unfortunate thing here is, yes, Sableye. This mon beats me down badly. So we do this. Okay, cool. This Uxie is actually still a problem, unfortunately. He was Choppleberry, okay. I'm gonna go into this. I'm gonna go into my Valley. Go to Swords Dance. This might be like Choice Bandit or something. No, he's actually, just straight up Life Orb, okay. We don't KO him here, but we still... I'm just gonna sub. Yeah. Hit. Come on, man. Let me hit those. I mean, I can still stay in and spam this, because... Okay, go into this. Cool. He's actually synthesis. Yes, that miss was actually god-awful for me. Turns out. Wow. I couldn't get any damage on this. Stop that. You're not that guy. Trust me, you're not that guy. Now I'm gonna go for it, though. Okay, cool. Why is this what you switch in there, though? What? That feels like such a weird one, you know? Like, stop. I'll just Draco here. Still does a million. Yeah. Just Draco again, yep. Now, this is incredible progress for me, you know? I'm gonna Draco again. Like, let me just still hit that. And I don't need my Sylveon really, so we're gonna sack it. I can actually go back into this here and go for a Sludge Bomb. Because we're faster since he's all Trick Room. He is gonna get the room up here. This is actually fine for me though. I'm gonna Body Press here. Yeah, nice. That was a great Dragalge showcase. Wow. Because the nice thing is he couldn't bait me ever to like just try to, you know, Draco, right? I never have any incentive to. He's got double Steel type. He has an Aldino, so Dracoing is never very good for me. And Substitute gives me so much leverage because it's like, you go Delmise. Okay, you could pivot it on a Focus Blast, but that's still kind of risky. I feel like what he probably should have done is try to use Uxie sometime in that sequence. Because, okay, baiting out Focus Blasts while only switching to Pokemon weak to fighting is a little bit of a losing line. IMO. I don't think you actually win those lines too safely. We got another dude using an Aldino. This guy high on the ladder? He is. Nice. This probably is the Sylvally Steel. Stop that. I mean, I don't know what other Sylvally you'd be on this team. I'm trying to think of, like, the niche ones, even. Low-key, could be a Dark Valley if you wanted it to be. Just, I feel Indeedee kind of reams this build otherwise. I mean, if it's still Valley, you can avoid, like, a 3-hit KO with it pretty easily, but still. I don't mind it as a set here. I do think Dragalge does well. Sableye could potentially be alright here. I can bother a Toxicroak, and of course I do check it pretty decently. So you're leaving my Dragalge. Let's sub up. I feel like what he always would do actually is go into the whatever, let's sub. Yeah. So we sub there because we don't want to give him the, what's it called? We don't want to give him a knock on me. I will go for focus here. I think he's going to Encore me. But we don't know for certain if he has Encore. Is he going to go Mudsdale there? I will fire off a Draco Meteor now. Actually, I won't. I think I'll go for another Focus Blast. As I miss, but he goes for Roar. Yeah, I'm going to trick this. Didn't think he'd go into Sylvally there. Which, admittedly, I had no reason to feel that way. It was kind of a bad play on my end. I feel like Sylvally Steel was always a pretty safe mid-ground for them, so that's kind of on me. I should make better plays. Anyhow, I'm going to go into this now. And the nice thing about having this Mon tricked is it doesn't check my Sylvally very easily now, or very well. We're going to U-turn there. I mean, now we can always go into Rotom and just leave Storm. But I'm going to Volt Switch. Because it's always in my favor too, right there. I'm gonna multi-attack this turn, I think. I tried to cancel that because I felt by the end of that play that it wasn't worth it. Illuminatu. That's an interesting name. Yeah, I felt he'd go Zatu on the mid ground to try to not let me, multi, at least. This feels like such a weird switch in. Okay, well, it works out incredibly for him. Because unfortunately... Can I please not misclick? Thank you. I unfortunately missed my Will-O-Wisp, so I don't even get to get the chip damage now. And I don't want to knock this, because I want to keep the Scarf. Actually, it's okay to knock this. He Toxics me, that's fine. I have a Sylveon, I can cleanse that. So, knock, Toxic, Wish, Protect, probably? Okay. Also, keep in mind, this Meltstale is his rocker, so we have to be cognizant of what the set might be on his other guy. I'm just gonna go for a Wish here. Okay. I get to Wish Pass to Rotom here. I could also Hyper Voice here pretty safely for damage on Toxicroak. Is this Assault Vest? What? That's Assault Vest Toxicroak. I think, right? There's no way this Mon takes that little damage? Please tell me I'm right and that Toxicroak is not actually just taking that little of damage from a Pixelate Sylveon. This is Assault Vest Toxicroak. Nice. He does this, but like, okay. Why am I facing Assault Vest Toxicroak, guys? I feel like this game's gonna take way longer than it needs to. And that is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'll try to make it go quicker. But my opponent has brought an unset of epic proportions. He's gonna knock my helmet, that really doesn't matter. Actually, I don't even need to pay too much attention to Wish Passing, or not to Wish Passing, but to, recovering there. Because I was worried about the Toxicroak, right? But it's like, I can Wish to it here always. Maybe this thing, oh, you know what? I bet you this guy's just scarred for life by Dragalge or something. So he's running AV max HP Toxicroak to check Dragalge. I am gonna go into this Mon because it just beats you. Look at this Mon versus his team. Especially with Zatu kind of weakened. Mesting again. That is such a bad Psychic, by the way. No cap? That's such a bad Psychic. You know why I'm saying that? Because it worked. And now it didn't work because he forfeited the next turn. But it worked because I overpredicted and thought he'd go Mudstale on, like, Rock Slide to then tank the multi with the defense boost, and because he's at full. I mean, I just wouldn't OHKO anyway. And then roar me out. So it's a coping mechanism. Okay, I don't know why he never went Silvally this game. I feel like he was Silvally's steal because it fits typing-wise on the team, but he never revealed, so I'm not sure. But I think that's a pretty good one to end it on. Wait, gotta save, gotta upload the replay. You know what? SABLEYE at least walled a Toxicroak this game. I will say it didn't feel like it did a lot this live, right? Which, part of it's because I just never matched up versus Machamp. I feel like that's probably why Owen confirmed tried out a SABLEYE here. I don't know if it was part of a scout on an opponent he was facing in NUPL or another NU tournament or what. But we never ran into Machamp. We ran into a Sirfetch'd one game, so it just ended up not being effective there. I mean, my mixed defensive Sylveon walled the Sirfetch'd. So that was kind of nice. And it did tank a hit from Delmise pretty decently. But otherwise, it did struggle. But I will say, I've seen other people use SABLEYE, and it does actually have a decent defensive niche, right? Like, when you look at I would say Machamp and Toxicroak are probably the two most tournament-used fighting types, right? just because Toxicroak does a decent amount defensively. Machamp is just obscenely easy to use because no matter what, basically, Facade is going to be a very easy move to use to make some guaranteed progress. And as I've said before, I think Sirfetch'd is kind of bad because when you look at how much Talonflame usage is around, or how high Talonflame usage is, I should say, it's hard to safely wall break with. And so, compared to Machamp, you have Guts, you don't care about the burn. Even looking at Vileplume, you have Guts. Looking at Weezing, you have Guts, you don't care if it burns you with Will-O-Wisp. And unfortunately, Sableye looks at Sirfetch'd is like, wait a minute, I get close combated because it is Scrappy, and I actually just get Oakhood. So that's a little unfortunate. Anyhow, though, I hope y'all still enjoy this. It's still fun to use some underrated Pokemon. I think Sableye, like I said, I think it has a niche. But, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.